Okay, so let's start our encounter. This encounter has to be with Unit 7. Okay, did you revise Unit 7 on your ebooks about errands?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. And you, Eileen, did you have time to check the contents of Unit 7?
No.
Okay, well, today we're going to talk about on these topics. Unit 7, it's about run errands o hacer mandados or hacer vueltas. Tengo que hacer unas vueltas. I have to run some errands. Okay? So that's the topic on Unit 7. Please open your ebook in order you can read the things we're going to talk about this class. Okay? Mhm. Did you open your ebook, Eileen?
Yes.
Okay. In Unit 7, that is about run errands, we have some objectives. And these objectives of today's class are talk about errands and daily obligations. Ask people how to ask people for help, or if you have to ask for a favor, how you can do that. To give advice about healthy habits and routines. We're going to talk about when you give an excuse, when you, for example, if your mother tells you, please, Eileen, I need that you go to the bank and do this and this, some errands, and how you can give an excuse to say, no, I can't, I'm sorry, I'd love to, but I can't. So, how to give excuses. And we're going to ask for help and information in person and on the telephone. How do you ask for information on the telephone or when you have to arrange that people who live with you do some errands or run some errands, and which errands do you like to do or to run more? Okay, well, let's start with this first activity for today. So we have a vocabulary there on Unit 7, and this vocabulary it's about errands. The first thing I have to learn about this topic is that I can say I run errands. So you run, the verb run. ¿Conocen? Do you know the verb run?
Correr, ir,
Yes.
correr.
So when you run errands, you don't run. Literalmente no se corre, pero corres vueltas. That means hacer vueltas, run an errand. And we have lots of kinds of different errands to do every day. For example, Lina, maybe do you run errands in your house? Lina,
Yes, teacher.
do you run some errands in your house at home?
Yes, teacher.
What kind
I
of errands do you have to run?
go to the bank, go to the stores, go to the supermarket, go to the doctor with my son,
Mhm.
do the haircut, and pay my cell phone bills,
Mhm.
service bills.
Your public services bill, yes.
Yes, that's it, teacher.
Mhm. And who in your house also runs errands apart from you?
My mom.
And what kind of errands does she run?
The same. Maybe she has not much time, and sometimes she go to the she go no she run errands
She runs errands.
and como voy más yo que ella, pero hacemos lo mismo.
Sí. I often, yes, I usually I am the person who runs the errands in the house, but
Yes,
my mom also run
to
some.
the
Yes.
yes.
Okay. Very good. Oh, very good. And what about you, Eileen? Maybe what's the person who runs errands in your house?
Mm,
Sorry,
go.
who is the person?
Usually
Mhm.
is my mom,
Mhm.
but sometimes I go with her to go
Mhm.
to the service, pagar los servicios.
Ah, to pay. The verb, the correct verb is pay. Pay the public services bill, factura. Pay the bill.
Okay,
To
pay the bill. Sometimes I go with her to the supermarket and go to buy some food and fruits.
some what?
Fruits. Fruits.
Fruit.
Fruit.
Some fruit.
Fruit. Yes.
Yes. Very good. Excellent. Well, we have different verbs that we use when we talk about running errands. These verbs on the vocabulary section, the first vocabulary you have on this unit are verbs like go. When you say go to the bank, go to the store, go to the doctor, go to the supermarket, that's okay with go. But we have another verb and it's get. And you use get when you get a manicure, when you get a haircut. Yes, when you get a haircut, when you get some gas, if you have a car or a motorcycle and you have to get some gasoline for your vehicle, or maybe you have to get some money from an ATM, from a cash machine. Do you understand? A cash machine or an ATM, when you have to
Yes,
get some money.
yes,
Okay. The other, the other verb, third verb could be pay. And you use pay with pay phone bills or cell phone bills, or pay the gas bill, or pay the light or the public services bill, or many other bills. The fourth verb is pick up. Maybe Lina, that has a child, you maybe have to pick up your children from school, maybe, or pick up your mom, maybe, or pick up, yes, you can pick up some people from your family. What is pick up, Eileen?
Pick up.
Uh-huh. I'm going to write it to you, for you, and on the chat. Pick up. So when I say I pick up my child from school, what does it mean,
recoger,
that?
Recoger,
Mhm.
sí.
Recoger, that's a pick up, the verb pick up.
teacher,
When you pick up your child, maybe from school, Lina?
teacher, but pick up is only for persons.
No, it's for everything.
Ah, okay, recoger del suelo, maybe, ¿sí? También
Yes,
se
of
puede.
course.
Okay.
Okay. So, Lina, do you usually pick up your child from school?
No, teacher, my son is not on school.
Ah, okay. Why not?
He's so young. He's
Ah,
3 years old.
how old?
3 years.
3 years old. Okay. Ah, I always forget that details. Okay, sorry. Okay, the other verb we have is the verb send. The verb send, you can use it for send emails or send a package when you go to Servientrega, for example, and you send a package. Or maybe you send some documents, or maybe you send some money to other people. Do you normally send things when you run errands, or maybe in your house, Eileen? Do you usually send things?
No, I don't.
No, not in
I
your
don't.
family.
No.
Lina, in your family, do you send documents, money, packages, other things to people?
Yes, teacher. You send money and
Mhm,
documents.
mhm.
Usually,
Ah, very good. What about Eileen? Who picks up you or who picks you up from school? No, you're not at school, but in your family, who picks up the you when you are with your mother? Maybe your father picks you up.
My mom did it
Mm-hmm.
be- because my dad can't
Mm-hmm.
because he is working. He was working, yeah, because I'm not in school.
Yes, I
Yes,
know.
yes,
Okay, very good. But maybe in your house, I don't know because you are an only child, right?
yes, yes. I
Ah, yes. You're not. I
understand.
usually don't remember those details, but sorry about that. Okay, with the verb pay, who pays the bills in your or at home? Lina, who pays the bills in your house?
what teacher?
Who is the person who pays the bills in your house?
My mom and me.
Okay. And at your house, Eileen, who is the person who pays the bills?
Sometimes is my mom, and sometimes is my grandmother.
Okay, very good. Well, Lina, next question. Well, maybe do you get some manicures or haircuts in the during the year? How is that with you? Manicures or pedicures or a haircut? Do you get
Uh,
these things?
Maybe manicure. I get manicure twice a month, maybe.
Mm-hmm.
And haircut, twice a year.
Okay, very good. Excellent. And if you have to get money from the ATM, who is the person that usually goes to the ATM? Lina.
My mom. I don't
Ah,
have
very good.
credit card, debit card.
Okay, very good. Okay, Eileen, in your house, maybe your mother or maybe your father, they have to get a haircut or get a manicure or a pedicure in your house?
Usually it's my father that
Mm-hmm.
has a haircut,
Mm-hmm.
and my mom and me make a haircut in ourselves.
You practice each other.
Yes.
Very nice. Okay. Well, and when someone has to get some money in your house, Eileen, who is the person who goes to the ATM, to the cash machine? Who is the person who usually goes to the cash machine to get some money?
Usually it's my father.
Okay, very good. Okay. So let's suppose that Eileen gets very sick or gets very ill, and let's remember those times you got very ill. What was the person who really usually takes you to the doctor? Eileen?
Me?
Yes, who is the person who usually takes you to the doctor?
Usually it's my mom.
Okay, very good. And you, Lina, if you get sick, who is the person who usually takes you to the doctor?
Nobody. I go alone.
Oh, very nice. Oh my God, yes. Very good. Okay. Well, let's continue with the other activity. We have finished with this vocabulary, practicing vocabulary about running errands. Well, the second part is that we can identify and name some of the places or the most common places we go to do this kind of these activities, these errands. So the question in this part is, where can you, for example, Eileen, this is my question for Eileen. Where, in which place or in what place, where can you buy some bread?
Bread?
Yes, where can you buy or where can you get some bread?
I don't remember the name, but it's in the panaderia.
Yes,
Bakery.
how do you say panaderia in English?
Bakery.
Bakery. Yes, very good. Okay, Lina, where can you get some gas?
In a gasoline station. Gas station.
In a gas station, yes, very good. Okay, Eileen, ready?
Ready.
Where can you get cash money?
Cash money?
Mhm.
How does it come? Mm, I
Where?
forgot.
Don't worry. So ask is
Ah,
at the ATM
yes, yes, yes.
ATM. Cash
or at the
machine.
machine. Okay. ATM or cash machine. Okay, Lina, where can you pay your public services bill?
In a bank.
Maybe, yes. Another place?
In I don't know, teacher. In a supermarket. Maybe.
Yes, in some supermarkets too. Very good. Okay, Eileen, where can you pay your cell phone bill?
Mm, in many stores, I think I can
For
pay it.
example, give me an example. If you have do you have cell phone?
Yes.
Okay, when you're going to, well, because it's maybe you're like me, because I am, or I have a telephone, but I don't pay a bill for my telephone because I buy my minutes. It's like we say in prepago.
Uh,
Do you
yeah.
have pre or post?
No, I don't have prepago. I use the Wi-Fi.
Okay, very
But
good.
when I do did that, I go.
Maybe you have to call. You have to call, and you are in the street, and you have to call your mom. And do you buy your time, your minutes?
Yes, but it's a little complicated because here there are many places when you
Places.
can do that. And
Okay.
yeah, so
It's public. It's a public Wi-Fi. Yes,
no,
web.
you can buy minutes in very places. For example,
Many
near
places.
to my house, you can
Mm-hmm.
do that.
Yes.
And In that place, also you can pay your bills, for example. So
Uh-huh.
it's a store that takes
Okay.
many things.
Okay. Well, Lina, where
Yes,
where you can go, or which is the place to pick up the kids?
school.
Yes, maybe. And Eileen, which is the place when you can get a haircut?
In a barber shop.
Maybe yes. For if it's your dad, it could be a barber shop. But for women, what do women use to get to what place? To the barber shop?
Mm, hair dressing.
Yes, to the hairdresser. Very good. Okay, Lina, what is the place where you can go if you want to send some documents?
In a post office.
Yes, you have to go to a post office. Very good. Eileen, where do you have to go if you want to maybe if you want to buy eggs and dairy products and milk and yogurt, where do you have to go?
Mm, to the supermarket.
To the supermarket. But if you want to get some meat, where do you have to go?
Meat. Oh, that is a butcher shop.
Yes, that's a butcher's. Yes, butcher's shop. Yes. Okay, very good. Excellent. We have done a good job with this vocabulary. Okay, I have here in this part some different questions related to the topic. And one of them was, who in your house runs the errands? So Lina said that she runs the most of the errands in her house and her mother helps. But Eileen said the most of the time your mother does or runs the errands. That's right?
Yes.
Okay. And I want that you please think about the normal routine of a normal day in Eileen in your mom's day, maybe a normal day in your mother's life. And Lina, how is a normal day where you have to go to run errands? For example, you can say what time do you get up and what do you next after you get up, and if you have breakfast or not. Where do you go first? If you have many places to go, so you say, no, first I go to the bank and then I go to the supermarket and then I go for this. So how is a normal day? How can you describe a normal day in telling some routines that these people that run errands at home, in this case, Eileen's mother, and Lina's case, you can say about your normal day when you have to run errands, okay? Or when your mom has to run some errands. Do you understand which is the purpose of this?
Yes.
Yes,
Okay,
teacher.
very good. You can talk about daily habits, routines, schedules. For example, at 10, I always do this. Or, for example, Lina, at 11, I always use these adjectives or use the this sometimes, this always, okay? These frequency adverbs, you can use them, okay, to make your description. and tell me when you are ready.
Yes, teacher.
Yes, Lina, you ready?
Yes.
Okay. Tell me about your daily routine in a day, in a normal day, when you have to do errands.
Bueno, I get up so early in the morning, maybe 8 and a.m. And I cook my breakfast for me and my son. I cook eggs, arepa with chocolate. That's it. Um, after I take a bath with my son and put the clothes. I cook the lunch,
Mhm.
but it's not right now. It's not usually, but my mom buy the lunch in a restaurant,
Mhm.
and it's good. It's so good.
Mhm.
Okay, bueno, okay. I take a lunch with my mom and my son. After at 2 p.m., I take a class with you and Eileen,
Mhm.
um, 2 hours, and it's so
Mhm.
good. It's my principal appointment in these
Mhm.
days.
Mhm.
And after I study for 3 or 5 hours because I have 8 courses, and it's so difficult and have a long time for study. And that's it, teacher. In the night, my mom, uh, in the time when I study, my mom run errands and pay the bills, the service bills, the cell phone bills. Um, um, uh, Sometimes she go with my son to the park, to the street. Maybe they go to the supermarkets and buy the vegetables, uh, sweets, bread, and that's it. In the night, I take dinner with my mom and my son. My mom cook the dinner, and I put the pajama to my son
I
and
put my
me,
pajama on.
and and go to the bed.
Okay, very good. That's a normal errands day in your life. Very nice. Okay. And you, Eileen, what about your mother? You have to talk in third person. So you have to put an S at the end of each verb. Do you remember that when you
Yes.
studied? Okay, very good.
My mom usually wake wake up at 4 a.m.
Mhm.
and she cook the breakfast,
¿Quieres ver?
also the lunch, because my father goes to the work with the lunch that she prepared.
Hi,
And
very nice.
yes, and then at 6 a.m., as I at 6:30 a.m., she and me eat the breakfast, and then we she takes a break, a little break,
Mhm.
and then she makes the cleaning in the house, and
Mhm.
also I help her. And the afternoon, to 1 p.m. Yes, yes, 1 p.m. We eat the lunch, because she cook after. No, before she cooks before, and then to in the afternoon she goes to pay the bills at I don't know 3 p.m. To 4 p.m. Yes, and and then she comes to the house, and at 6 p.m. usually my father comes home from work, and we have at the 7 p.m. the the dinner, and then at the 10 p.m. we go to the bed.
Very good. It's a long day.
Yes.
Oh my God. Okay. Girls, I have sent it an information for you because I need some information about you in order to fill some papers I have to do, okay? And very good. Excellent. Long days. Oh my God. Okay. Next, we're going to talk about the errands you really never do, the errands that you always do or run, the errands that you really enjoy running, and the errands that you don't like to run. Finally, the errands I don't mind to do or I don't mind to run. So I'm going to write them on the chat. So remember, what is or talk about an errand that you never do or you always do, an errand that you don't like to do, sorry about this, okay, an errand that you love to do. If you say yes, I have to go or I have to get a manicure and that's my favorite errand I have to go during the week or during the month, okay, an errand that you don't mind to do. Okay. So, for example, I'm going to start with me. An errand that I never do is to pay the public services. That errand, no, never. I never run that errand. But I always have to pay other obligations at the bank or on the bank. An errand I don't like to do is when I have to go to the supermarket. I really don't enjoy going to the supermarket. And an errand that I love to do is to pick up children from school. And an errand that I don't mind to do is maybe an errand that I don't mind to go and get a haircut. I don't mind to do it. Thank you, Eileen, for your information. Thank you. And you're a student, right, Eileen?
Yes.
You're only a student?
Yes, I only student because I search for work, but it
For
needs
a job.
for a job. Yes, but it needs a person who is in the last semester. So I in the tier.
Okay. Don't worry. You'll get a good job. Before you graduate from university, you have to work in other things maybe, because after your graduation there will be a teacher's really job. Okay, let's go with the next part. Okay, are you ready to tell me about you?
Yes.
So an errand that you never do.
An errand. Get some gas.
Okay.
I don't have
You
a
never
car.
you never go and get some gas. Okay. Tell me about an errand you always run or you always do.
Maybe go to the store. Yes.
Okay. The Eileen, please go to the store and bring me this and bring me the Eileen, please go to the store. Please go. Ah, yes. Okay. Tell me about an errand you don't like to do or you don't like to run.
Go to the doctor.
Ah, yes. Going to the doctor is not so cool.
Uh,
Okay. And tell me about one you love to run.
I think I love to go get a haircut.
Ah, very nice. And the last one is an errand you don't mind to do. You say, it's okay. Yeah, you don't mind to do.
To pay the bills.
Okay. It's okay for you to pay the bills?
Yes,
Okay, very
normally.
good. What about you, Lina? Tell me an errand you never run or you never do.
I never get gas, but I don't have a car.
Okay, very good, like me. Okay, tell me
And
about an errand you always do.
I always go to the pay my cell phone bill.
Very good. Tell me about an errand you don't like to run.
I don't like go to the bank to pay other bills. I don't like that.
To make the queue, to stand on the queue and wait for the people.
Yes,
Okay. Tell me one you love to do or you
I
love to
love
run.
go to the supermarket and
Yes,
yes,
very nice. Why?
because it's a little relaxed moment for me, and
Mm-hmm.
I love see the products, the brands, the colors, the sounds, the everything.
Okay, very good. And tell me one errand you don't mind to run,
What is that?
that you don't
Don't mind.
mind, que te dé igual. Dice, I don't mind, no me importa, me da igual. Si lo hago está bien, si no también. I don't mind.
Mm, maybe buy to the restaurants to buy the lunch.
Uh-huh. So you don't mind to do that. Mm-hmm.
Yes.
Very good, excellent. Okay. I want to tell you some of these things we have talked during this part of the class. And some verbs that I use for in this vocabulary about errands. For example, if I say a haircut, which is the correct verb for a haircut? Maybe pay, maybe take. Which is the correct verb for a haircut?
Get.
Get, yes, Eileen. Get a haircut. Motilarse. Get. You get a haircut. Obtienes una corte de cabello. So, get a haircut. Okay. When I say my mom to the doctor, which verb of this? Go my mom to the doctor. Go my mom. When I say my mom to the doctor.
Pick up.
To the doctor. Al doctor.
Get. No, llevar es. But I don't know.
Ajá, es llevar. How do you say llevar a mi mamá al doctor?
I don't know.
Pick up, ¿no?
No.
Llevar is take. Ese era uno que se nos había pasado. That was one of the verbs. Take. When you say take, también lo utilizas como llevar. For example, I have to take my mom to the doctor. Tengo que llevar, take my mom to the doctor. Or I have to take my son to school. Llevar a alguien. Okay? So, take my mom to the doctor. What about my light bill or my cell phone bill?
Pay.
Yes. What about to the dentist?
Go.
Yes. What about some gas? Gasoline.
Get.
Some gas.
Get.
What about a package?
Send.
Send a package. Yes, very good. No, you're very good with this vocabulary. Okay. For this next part of this encounter, we're going to make an activity and you have to talk to each other because you have to speak about how are you going to make this activity and you both have to arrange and work together. So we are going to suppose that you are in another city and you live in the same apartment. You are roommates, okay? Let's suppose you're students and you go to Bogota, for example. Well, Eileen is in Bogota, and you rent an apartment because you were studying at this city. And let's suppose you are roommates and that you live together, but you have obviously to study at university, for example. You are studying at the university, but you have rented this house, and when you rent a house, you have to pay some bills, you have to go to the supermarket, you have to yes, to do many or to run some errands when you live in another city and when you share your apartment with other person. So, am I clear? Do you understand what is the exercise about? So, yes or no? I'm going to repeat the instructions, okay?
Yes, teacher.
Okay. First, we are going to suppose that Eileen and Lina live together because they are students in the same university, in the same city. Okay? Very good. And if you rented a house, right? To live there and to study in that city. And when you rent a house, you have to run some errands that are obligatory because you have a house, right? Okay. Next, we're going to arrange or to make or create a dialogue between Lina and Eileen. Ask him, hey, for example, hey, Lina, we have to pay the rent. And can you please go to pay the rent bill? Or can you please go to the store and buy some food? Or how do you can divide the errands you normally have to do in a house? For example, if you are going to ask, for example, Eileen is going to ask Lina, hey, Lina, please, for example, can you please take my dog or take my dog for a walk because I don't know, I'm getting home late today. That's something that, okay. Or how can you ask for a favor from the other person if you live together and you have many obligations to do or many errands to run? So can you create a dialogue between you? So you have to speak each other and yes, and arrange how it's going to be that dialogue where you use, for example, you have to pay the light bill or the public services bill, you have to pay your credit cards, you have to go to the supermarket or go to the store, or maybe you have to send some money to pay the rent. Maybe, yes, you have some errands, and how you're going to divide those errands because you're only two in the house and you have to make this arrangement, you have to divide the errands to run. So please create a dialogue between you. Suppose in an imaginary situation that you have to divide these activities. Okay, do you understand?
Yes, teacher.
Ah,
Yes.
very well. Okay, so please go ahead, arrange. I'm going to disconnect my microphone. I'm going to disconnect my camera. I'm not here. Let's suppose I'm not here. And I'm going to close my microphone in order you can make this dialogue, and then after a few minutes I'm going to ask you about this dialogue you're going to have. Okay?
Aileen,
Hello.
¿qué hacemos? ¿Lo copiamos en Word o improvisamos?
O sea, que si hacemos el diálogo escrito,
Sí, o
pues no.
improvisamos, o yo te pregunto cosas y tú me preguntas cosas y ya.
Sí, hagámosle así a ver qué tal nos va.
¿Sí?
Sí.
Entonces, yo empiezo como, hello, how are you? Entonces tú me respondes, entrenémoslo. Hello, how are you?
Hello, I'm fine. And you?
Yes, I fine. I need, I need that you go to, yes, ¿se dice así? ¿Cómo era que se decía la profe?
Go to
No,
the.
you can, no, you can go, you can, please, you please
Can
go.
you
¿Cómo
go?
era?
Can you go?
Can you, can you go, please, to the supermarket?
Yes. Oh, yes. I remember that we have to buy some fruits and vegetables. So I will go uh in 1 hour. And can you go to pay the bill?
Yes, right now I go to pay the bills. I pay the cell phone bills and light bills and water bills. You can go? No. Can you go to the pay gas bill?
Oh no, I'm so sorry, but I don't have many times because I really have to go to the university because I have one class. So can you go, please? And Also, I can in the night take the dog to take a walk. What do you think?
Yes, maybe you can pay the gas bill and I go to the park with the dog. Yes?
Yes, yes.
Oh,
So you oh my gosh. You will stay in the house right now? Will you stay the house right now?
¿qué me estás diciendo? ¿Que si estoy en la casa?
No, que si te quedarás.
No, no, I need go to pick up my children to the school.
Oh, okay. So I will go to the store and take the dog and you pay the bill. So let's see you in the night.
Okay, bye bye.
Bye.
Okay, ya. Profe,
Okay, teacher. We finished.
ahora no estaba escuchando. Teacher,
That was really amazing. Very good.
Thank you.
So you ready?
again?
No, of course not. I was listening to you.
Okay.
Okay.
Very good, very good. And Eileen says, no, I can't. I have to go to the university. No, qué pesar. Okay, very good. That was a good one. Okay, guys. Well, we're going to finish our encounter, this today's encounter, with one more activity. And I want that you go and make a reading about some tips to do your, going to share the link right now. Let me go. That's the link. I share it on the chat. And I'm going to share it via Skype. Please, there are some little tips that will make running errands easier. Okay. Eileen, could you open the file?
Yes, yes, I can open.
Very good. So we're going to read these tips about, yes, we're going to read these tips. This is a web page. Its name is Reader's Digest. And these are 20 little tips that will make running errands so much better. I'm going to start with the first tip. Run errands during the week. Can you please, Eileen, read this first tip?
Okay. More than 90% of people do errands on the weekends, meaning stores will be packed and traffic will be a nightmare. Running errands on a weeknight will get you in and out in half the time. Once the kids are in bed, one half parent stay home while the other drives to the store. You'll miss the fruits and keep your weekend free for fun and family. Here's how shopping in the morning can save money.
That's another reading. Yes.
Yes.
Okay. What do you think about this tip, Eileen?
I think it sounds
Maybe,
bad.
sorry.
It's okay.
Continue, Eileen, please.
Yes, but during in the night, many shops are closed.
Yes,
I
for us is not practical.
yes, no, not it.
because shops are not open at night.
No, only
Okay.
the day.
So we have to do it at weekends. Yes. Okay, let's go with the second tip. Lina.
Yes, teacher. Turn on a podcast,
Okay.
radio music, and its DJs and commercials can get intense. Switch off the FM and plug in your phone so you can listen to podcast or audiobook. You'll what is the pronunciation of you?
You. You.
You'll you'll be more relaxed, and the time will fly as you get engrossed in the story.
Okay. Next. Sorry, not next, but I want that you tell me if when you go and you run errands, do you listen to music, Lina?
No,
Have you ever tried? ¿Alguna vez? Have you ever tried listening to music while you run errands?
no, teacher is so dangerous. Air music and the cell phone in the street. But I live in a little town because it's impractical. Yes, impractical is a
Mhm.
word.
It's not practical.
It's not practical for me. I
Mhm.
prefer go direct to the store, to the bank, and that's it.
Okay. Let's go with the third. Eileen, please.
Okay. Keep a cooler and basket in the room.
What does it mean?
Yes.
What does it mean?
I searched that it is a criador,
Yes.
nevera, chiquita.
Yes, it's a cooler, yes. And a basket in the trunk. What is that?
Una canasta.
Do you have your online dictionary?
Dice una cesta en el maletero.
Yes. If you have a car, maybe in the United States or other countries, most people have cars and they go by car to run some errands, to go to the supermarket, etc. So this tip is or suggests to keep a cooler, un enfriador, and basket y una canasta in the trunk, en el maletero. Because when you go and run errands, you can put the meals there. Let's read what it's about. Let's continue reading.
A cooler will keep your cold and frozen groceries.
Yes, what is groceries? What are
Mm,
groceries?
Tiendas como de barrio.
A grocery store. Esto es una grocery store, una tienda de barrio. ¿Qué puedes conseguir en una grocery store? Groceries, tal como están acá. Groceries. What are groceries? Productos variados y no in, how do you say that? In small sizes. Menudeado. Yes? So when you say
Yes,
groceries, are several things that you can find in a tienda de barrio. So you can find rice, some fruit, a little vegetables maybe, butter, milk, and those small things. It's not a big supermarket. It's a grocery store and you can buy groceries. So while a basket, sorry, cold and frozen groceries. ¿Qué pueden ser unas cold and frozen groceries? Si yo voy a una grocery store, consigo frozen, congelados, or cold groceries,
Maybe
fríos.
milk.
productos fríos. Yes, for example, milk, for example, yogurt, for example, cheese, for example, I don't know, frozen like frozen fruit for your juices. Yes?
Yes.
Okay. Continue, Eileen.
Okay. Groceries at the right temperature. How can read. Teacher.
Eileen, I cannot hear you.
Temperature or temperature? Now, teacher. Hello.
Yes, pero no vi que continuaras hasta el final.
Okay. Temperature as you finish your shopping, while a basket makes it easy to carry lots of bags into the house in a single trip.
Yes. What do you think about this tip?
It's very useful. I like to eat some snacks each 2 hours. Just 2 hours, so it's very useful.
Okay. Very good. Let's continue with the other one. Lina, please continue with the next.
Okay, teacher. Make the most of your time.
Yes.
Never run out for use
So
on task.
Never run out. Run out.
Never run out for use one task. Save time, gas, and stress
By getting
more than anything
one
done.
thing.
One thing. Sorry.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
Never run out for use one task. Yes. Save.
Never run out for just one task. Very good. Ah, está ahí muy bien, pero allí el otro one, no me lo digas, One.
Save time, gas, and stress by getting more than one thing done when you are out of the house after dropping your kid off at soccer practice, drop off your dry cleaning, or pick up a gallon of milk from the grocery store.
Well, very good. But what do you think about this tip?
One moment, teacher. I don't understand this tip.
Okay. Eileen, do you have any ideas about this tip? Or you don't understand?
Que nunca vaya fuera por solamente una cosa, que...
Exactly.
Ok, que ahorre gas, tiempo y estrés, que cuando vaya a dejar los niños al entrenamiento, vaya y también compre la leche o eso.
Yes, that's it. What do you think?
Yes, it's true. Because you can save time, gas, and much times when
and
you...
also money.
And yes, when you go to the street, maybe you can buy some things and save time.
Yes. Okay, very good. Next, Eileen.
Store water bottles in the freezer.
For what?
When you're running errands in the heat of summer, you'll want cool water waiting for you. Keep a few bottles of water frozen at all times so you can grab a drink that will stay cool while you're running from store to store.
Okay, what do you think about this?
It's very useful because in the summer the people need many water. And
many? No, you say much water.
Much? Oh, okay.
Yes.
Much
Or
water.
in this case, because it's a positive sentence, you use a lot of. When it's negative or interrogative, you use much. But in this case, a lot of, because it's an affirmative sentence. So people need a lot of water. Yes.
Love water. And it's really useful when, I don't know, it's very hot in the day and
Mhm.
it's nice to have some cold water.
Okay. Yeah. Very good. Let's go with the next with Lina. Lina, are you there?
Yes, teacher, I am there.
Go ahead with the next.
Set up an errand center in your home,
Mm-hmm.
keeping all the objects you need to complete your errands, package to be mailed, dry cleaning to be delivered,
Delivered.
delivered, library books to be returned
Returned.
in one place will make it easy to get out the door when you get the change. The
The chat.
sink, the chance, the chance,
Yes.
the sink, the sink
Designate.
designate a space by the door on in your car as a visual reminder of what needs to get done.
Okay. What do you think about this?
Mm,
Maybe there are some families that are big families and have lots of errands to do, and they collect all the errands beside the door, next to the
o sea,
door. So,
que mantenga todas las cosas listas para hacerlos.
yes, yes.
Okay.
In order you remember, ah, this is for the when you go out and go in your house, you can see the things you have to do. Okay, what do
Yes,
you think about this?
it's true. You need be super
Mm,
organized for
organized.
organized for remember the errands and
Mm-hmm.
and go to run to errands in order and don't forget errands. That's
Yeah,
it.
okay. Very good. Let's go with Eileen in order to finish with this part of the class. Eileen, next.
Okay. Buy in bulk. Picking up big batches of items like toilet paper, dog food, and tampons means pay fewer, fewer trips to the store and less time running errands. Plus, you save money by buying bulk packages or stocking up while the items are on sale.
Okay. Mhm. That well, what do you think?
I think it, it has the reason because when we buy in bulk packages, uh, cheaper.
Mhm. Yes, could be. Very good. Excellent. Let's finish with Lina.
Okay. Use long lines for me time. For my time?
Okay. Me
Of
time.
for me time. Ins- Instead of gripping about how long your wait to the cash register is, think of it as a few peaceful moments to yourself. Close your eyes, don't be self-conscious, and imagine yourself sitting on a quiet beach or getting a massage. Take a several deep breaths while you
Mhm.
mentally escape to that place. You'll be much more relaxed and you can wait in the line with less frustration.
Okay, what do you think? Because
It's so
I hear you.
crazy.
Yes, you're like a, oh, very good. I'm waiting. I'm happy because I'm waiting here. Mm. Yes, but
Nah,
okay, so it's not your case.
no, my case. I prefer the chat on cell phone
Ah,
or
yes, to solve
uh,
some other
uh,
activities.
check Facebook, check Instagram, and maybe watch a video or I don't know.
Okay, very good. Okay. Well, guys, I think we have done all the proposed activities for today. But Lina, please, I want you via, no, I'm going to send you a message via Skype, okay, Lina? Because I have the information about Eileen here in the chat, so I only need yours. Well, let's finish the encounter.
Okay,
I am very glad to listen to you um, doing this class because I can see that this simple present it's a topic or it's a tense that you can manage very well, and that's a good thing. That it was a pleasure to hear you talking using this tense, and we have some pronunciation issues that are from practice. You only improve if you practice and you practice and if you practice, and that's that these encounters are for. So congratulations, you did a very good job. And for our next class, we're going to have unit 8 from the ebook. Okay, we're going to
okay,
talk about unit 8. So please study. Eileen, please study unit
Yes.
8. Your ebook you have maybe during this weekend, because we are going to see each other again on next Wednesday. So we have days to study. Please, unit 8 for our next encounter. Okay?
okay,
Okay.
teacher.
Okay, goodbye. I'm going to
Goodbye,
send a
teacher.
message via Skype to Lina in order to ask her. Okay, bye bye.
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 Thank you.
Bye, see you.